Today on Forbes, how New Balance went from dad shoe to scoring the #1 NBA draft prospect. In 2023, before Cooper Flagg was the top player in college basketball and the presumptive #1 pick in this year's NBA draft, New Balance Chief Marketing Officer Chris Davis issued an audacious challenge to one of his top lieutenants. As Naveen Lokesh recalls, his boss dropped a recent issue of Slam magazine with Duke's prized freshman on the cover onto his desk and then said, quote, "Go get this guy." The odds certainly weren't in New Balance's favor. Although just 17 years old at the time, Flagg had already dazzled scouts for years with his elite athleticism and seemingly clairvoyant playmaking ability, leading to a reputation as one of the best teenage prospects this century, alongside other #1 draft picks LeBron James, Zion Williamson, and Victor Wembanyama. And that sky-high potential had sneaker companies dreaming of the financial windfall he could unlock. But while the Boston-based New Balance, which posted $7.8 billion in revenue last year, could hardly match the resources of Nike, which had $51 billion in 2024 revenue, or Adidas, which had $26 billion, it did have one edge over the competition. Flagg grew up in Newport, Maine, about 25 miles east of the privately held New Balance's manufacturing facility in Skowhegan. And the now 18-year-old phenom tells Forbes he still remembers shopping with his mom at the factory's annual tent sale for backpacks, clothes, and sneakers every school year. So when it came time to pitch Flagg at a Calabasas hotel with other sneaker brands waiting outside, New Balance led with a personal touch, unveiling a tribute video shot at the Skowhegan factory that Lokesh says, quote, "Let the associates that have been working in Maine for 20 years speak for us." New Balance was successful, officially announcing Flagg as an ambassador in August. Yet such a rigorous chase for superstar talent was a bit out of character for the 119-year-old brand. In fact, the company once ran a campaign with the tagline, quote, "Endorsed by no one," during the 1990s. BCE Consulting's Matt Powell, who spent more than 20 years as a sports retail analyst, notes, quote, "They prided themselves that athletes were choosing to wear their products because it was a good or great product, not because they were getting paid." Now, as the sneaker landscape has changed, so has that mentality. In a bid to redefine its place in the sports hierarchy and reach the next generation of consumers, New Balance has spent the last 15 years reshaping its marketing strategy, and athlete ambassadors have played a core role. The brand now boasts a formidable roster of sports stars, with two-time Grand Slam champion Coco Gauff in tennis, three-time MVP Shohei Ohtani in baseball, NBA stars Kawhi Leonard, Jamal Murray, and Tyrese Maxey, and WNBA standout Cameron Brink. In doing so, New Balance has created a new identity for itself beyond the so-called dad shoe, a historically popular product that Saturday Night Live once parodied with the tagline, quote, "Shoes made for running, but worn by chubby white guys in their late 30s to early 40s. That evolution has also fueled growth for New Balance's top line, which last year more than quadrupled from the $1.8 billion it posted in 2010. More recently, from 2022 to 2024, the brand grew global revenue 27% collectively across its baseball, basketball, football, and tennis categories. That rise coincides with Gauff's first major victory at the US Open, the signings of Ohtani, who won a World Series last year, Brink and Maxey, and Murray's NBA championship with the Denver Nuggets in 2023. The growth also plays a larger role in driving consumers to the brand's lifestyle sneakers and apparel, an area where the industry makes the bulk of its money. Overall, Forbes estimates New Balance's sports footwear segment, which includes performance, lifestyle, and outdoor offerings, grew 50%, from $4.4 billion to $6.6 billion worldwide during that period. For full coverage, check out Justin Birnbaum's piece on Forbes.com.